In tonight's rewrite, freedom. The defenders of movie theater mass murderers' right to use 100-round ammunition clips on their assault rifles insist that the 100-round clip is the very definition of American freedom. Wayne LaPierre, the blood-drenched lobbyist who diverts $1 million of National Rifle Association dues to his own income every year, never mentions 100-round ammo clips in his stirring speeches, but does mention freedom a lot.
We, the majority, see the soul of the nation, of our individual freedom, and we see it on the brink of being destroyed. And gun owners are answering the call all across this country to fight back, to save America.
The NRA's mouthpieces in Congress insist that it's all about freedom.
It's really an issue of freedom.
And you know that whenever someone brings up the 100-round ammo clip that was used in our most recent mass murder, the defenders of mass murderers' right to use 100-round ammo clips will talk about freedom.
Let me ask you, we're not talking about handguns. Does something that would limit magazines that can carry 100 rounds, would that infringe on the constitutional right?
I believe so. People will talk about unusually lethal weapons. That could be potentially a discussion you can have. But the fact of the matter is there are magazines, 30-round magazines that are just common all over the place. You simply can't keep these weapons out of the hands of sick, demented individuals that want to do harm. And when you try and do it, you restrict our freedoms.
You restrict our freedoms. This from a guy who obediently removes his shoes at airports to prove he's not going to blow up an airplane, even though he can also prove to all those anti-freedom TSA agents that he is a United States Senator. The 100-round clip is not about freedom. That senator doesn't care about freedom. Wayne LaPierre and every NRA member have their freedoms restricted by government every day.
When you try and do it, you restrict our freedoms.
Wayne LaPierre and Senator Johnson and every NRA member are told by government where they can and cannot park their cars. They are told by government how fast they can drive their cars. They are told by government where they can and cannot smoke cigarettes, and they are told by government that they cannot smoke marijuana. We take off our shoes at airports for the flimsiest of reasons. A crazy, incompetent Al-Qaeda loser wanted to blow up an airplane with something in his shoe that could not have actually blown up the airplane even if it worked. The crazy, incompetent Al-Qaeda loser got caught, and every day since then, all of us, every American boarding an airplane, has to take off our shoes in deference, in honor of that crazy, incompetent Al-Qaeda loser. And Senator Johnson has never complained about restricting our freedom to keep our shoes on. The freedom lovers at the NRA don't complain that the take off your shoes rule restricts our freedom, even though it does restrict our freedom. Our government has enacted, and this country has accepted, the take off your shoes rule as a reasonable reaction to exactly one incident in our history. One incident of a crazy, incompetent person thinking, imagining that he could blow up an airplane with something in his shoe. Exactly one incident that hurt no one. Exactly one incident that killed no one. That one incident has changed all of our lives, has restricted all of our freedom. That crazy, incompetent person who has us now in our 10th year of taking off our shoes at the airport did not kill 12 people. He did not injure and wound 59 people. He didn't shoot a baby. He did next to nothing. And still, our government, with the general agreement of its traveling public, believes that it is perfectly reasonable every day at American airports to take off our shoes because of that one incident that did no damage and could have done no real damage. In the same country When a mass murderer uses a 100-round ammunition clip to kill and wound as many people as he possibly can, our government believes that we should do